This place has everything. Asbestos, lupus, the magazines at Supercuts, Dan Cortez.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're ranking our picks for the Saturday Night Live sketches from 2000 to 2024 that made us laugh the hardest.
Well, that's a tough break. We got the monkey judge.
A monkey judge?
Yeah, he was appointed last year by that governor who loved pranks.
2000, more Cowbell.
I'll be honest, fellas, it was sounding great, but I could have used a little more cowbell. So, let's take it again. And Gene.
Yeah.
Really explore the studio space this time.
You got it, Bruce.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
Explore the space.
Okay.
I like what I'm hearing.
Yeah, we're gonna take a wild guess and assume that you've heard of this one. One of the most legendary SNL sketches of all time, More Cowbell, formerly known as Recording Session before it achieved cult status, documents the fictionalized story of how Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper came about.
I gotta have more cowbell.
Don't blow this for us, Gene!
Could be so selfish, Gene.
Specifically, the sketch highlights fictional band member Gene Frankel's contribution to the song, his overzealous cowbell playing. Much to the chagrin of Frankel's bandmates, eccentric producer Bruce Dickinson, played by episode host Christopher Walken, only seems to want more and more, well, you know. A showcase for Will Ferrell's brand of all-out physical comedy, we challenge you not to break out into laughter alongside the easily amused Jimmy Fallon.
Babies, before we're done here, y'all be wearing gold-plated diapers.
What does that mean?
Never question Bruce Dickinson. Roll it.
2001, Jeffries.
Hi, excuse me. Do you guys carry Diesel brand jeans?
Yeah, we also carry Hootie and the Blowfish albums. Shall I wrap one up with a backwards baseball cap on the tape of the Cheers finale?
Oh, you can try them on in that time machine over there. Why don't you set it for 1994?
Speaking of Jimmy Fallon, the future late-night talk show mainstay was no stranger to corpsing during his 6-year tenure on SNL. So while you may be used to the sight of that familiar grin popping up, you know a sketch has potential when Fallon appears poised to break in a sketch's opening seconds. Such was the case with the first Jeffries, which parodied the snooty haute couture culture of this real-life upscale clothing boutique.
Hi, I'm looking for a sweater for my boyfriend.
Really? Well, if you wanted to match your outfit, I suggest you try a Hallmark store.
That way you can pick up that hang in there poster you've been dying to get.
Nice one, Air 5.
Although it recurred a few more times, it was never better than in this first outing. Host and Will and Grace star Sean Hayes was perfectly suited to this roast fest, delivering the character's insults with the perfect amount of ridiculous venom.
Hello? Yes? Really? Splendid. We're going to the Dolce & Gabbana show. How fast can you have your bags packed for Milan?
I've got my Jack Spade bag packed already.
2002, Kotex Classic.
Introducing Kotex Classic.
This is the original. This is your mother's pad.
SNL fans have a lot to thank Tina Fey for. Among them is this hilariously subversive sketch from the show's 27th season. A shining example of Fey's talent for injecting gleefully absurd social commentary into her work, this faux commercial finds the women of the SNL cast engaging with a very particular kind of a throwback trend.
I always know it's there.
You can't beat the original.
Them girls are old school.
Confidence.
Said Fey, quote, "It seemed to be an excellent parody of nostalgia-based marketing while also being a little shocking and silly." Fey faced an uphill battle attempting to get the sketch on air, citing SNL's predominantly male writing staff. Eventually, Fey and co-writer Paula Pell were able to sell the idea, which paid off by producing one of the show's sharpest pieces of satire.
I love the bell. It's so complicated. I love the snaps.
This one's a classic.
Kotex Classic.
Kotex Classic, the next big thing.
2003, Colonel Angus comes home.
Could it really be Colonel Angus? I don't know. We haven't seen Colonel Angus around these
Are you ladies out here talking about Colonel Angus?
Yes, Daddy. I can't wait to meet him.
At first glance, this Gone with the Wind-esque segment might not appear to have any notable punchlines at all. Then, a few years later, once you've entered adulthood, you'll finally be able to appreciate this subtly filthy sketch.
I don't know why people make such a big fuss over Colonel Angus.
I myself never much cared for Colonel Angus. He rubs me the wrong way. Not sure why. Can't put my finger on it.
Colonel Angus is an acquired taste.
Oscar winner Christopher Walken, whom we hope you'll remember from more Cowbell and also his many film roles, plays the titular role, a Confederate soldier whose appearance at a 19th century plantation is eagerly anticipated by some and met with hesitancy by others.
Colonel Angus, you old carpetbagger.
Annabelle. I fear my visit is an inconvenience.
Nonsense, Colonel Angus. We're always happy to see your shining face.
While we can't tell you exactly what the sketch's wordplay hinges on, chances are you'll be able to pick it up pretty quickly. Colonel Angus proves that you're never too mature for a hearty laugh at the Deep South's expense.
Is it true you've been stripped of your rank?
Yes, it is. There'll be no more Colonel Angus, ladies. Call me by my given name.
Oh, Eno. I so love the sound of Colonel Angus, but I guess I could give Anal Angus a try.
2004, Debbie Downer, Disney World.
Woo! I love me some steak and eggs.
Ever since they found mad cow disease in the U.S., I'm not taking any chances. It can live in your body for years before it ravages your brain.
You're enjoying your day, everything's going your way, and along comes Debbie Downer.
Much like More Cowbell, the first installment of Rachel Dratch's beloved Debbie Downer series has viewers, against all odds, rooting for everything to go completely wrong. Dratch's Debbie is a less than willing participant in a family reunion, which finds the jovial suburban clan, including host Lindsay Lohan, on a trip to Disney World.
This is my dream come true. I mean, I'm totally serious. Tigger hugged me at the door and I thought I was gonna cry.
I guess Roy isn't doing as well as they first thought. What? Who's Roy? Roy of Siegfried and Roy. He was attacked by his own tiger and suffered devastating injuries.
The sketch's players were reportedly unaware of Downer's now iconic Womp Womp musical cue, which kicks off a domino effect of unforgettable corpsing. Once Dratch loses it following a botched line delivery about a deadly North Korean explosion, everyone else is down for the count. By the end of the sketch, Dratch is nearly in tears, an outcome Debbie herself would likely be proud of.
I didn't say a word during It's a Small World when you talked about low birth weight, or during the fireworks when you went about feline AIDS.
It's the #1 killer of domestic cats.
I can't take it.
2005, Lazy Sunday.
Lazy Sunday, wake up in the late afternoon. Call Parnell just to see how he's doing. Hello, what up, Parn? Yo, Samberg, what's crackin'?
For only the second ever SNL digital short, Andy Samberg, Akiva Schaffer, and Jorma Taccone didn't do too badly. Written by the troupe alongside featured guest and fellow SNL employee Chris Parnell in a single evening, Lazy Sunday became Saturday Night Live's first major entry into the world of digital media. The song served as an early landmark of online culture, going wildly viral, well, for the time, and as a fundamental notch in the Lonely Island's belt. The beauty of Lazy Sunday lies in its simplicity. Said Amy Poehler of the sketch, quote, "It captures a certain scrappiness about the show. There's an unpolished realness to it that I think people can instantly relate to."
It's all about the Hamiltons, baby! Throw the snacks in a bag, I'm ghost like Swayze!
2006, National Anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, here tonight to honor our country by singing the National Anthem, please welcome Pamela Bell.
We already know the answer to this question, but we're gonna ask it anyway. Is there anything Maya Rudolph can't do? National Anthem finds the SNL veteran being called upon to sing the Star-Spangled Banner at an MLB World Series game in St. Louis, Missouri. It is quickly revealed that Rudolph's Pamela Bell is hardly a professional singer. Rather, she's the winner of a local grocery store contest.
The what?
What follows is a gut-busting demonstration of Rudolph's knack for musical comedy. Bell's literally anthemic performance is an over-the-top, seemingly improvised rendition that's likely unlike any rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner you've ever heard. We think it's more believable that SNL studio audience is cheering for Rudolph and not poor Pamela Bell.
Let's blaming the whose broad stripes and right roars.
2007, Dear Sister.
Hey, man. What you doing? Nothing. Just writing a letter to my sister. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I haven't seen her in years. It's weird because... What you say?
You don't need to be a hardcore fan of the cult favorite teen drama The OC in order to appreciate this absurdist masterpiece. In a parody of that show's second season finale, Dear Sister finds Bill Hader and Andy Samberg repeatedly riddling each other full of bullets, all to the stripped-down, melancholy sounds of British singer Imogen Heap's song Hide and Seek.
Guys, I just thought of the funniest thing.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well.
Dear Sister serves as a brilliantly executed reminder of the Lonely Island's penchant for surreal comedy with a clever emotional hook. See the sketch's totally meta conclusion, which finds two police officers summing up the sketch's premise before, rather predictably, taking each other's lives.
Dear sister, by the time you read this, I'll be dead. This is how I think it's gonna happen. Dave will shoot me, then I'll shoot Dave, then Eric will enter and get shot by Dave. Then you'll come in and get shot by Eric, Dave, and I multiple times. Love, your brother Keith. P.S. Then two cops will read this letter and shoot each other.
2008, CBS Evening News. Katie Couric interviews Sarah Palin.
Governor Palin, thank you for agreeing to talk with me one more time.
Oh, hey, you know, sure.
Did you enjoy your week in New York City?
You know I did, Katie, and I wasn't sure I would at first.
One of the few SNL political impersonations so iconic that it has its own Wikipedia page, Tina Fey's caricature of former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin is a sketch comedy legend. We already know that Fey's impression of the 2008 Republican vice presidential nominee is top-notch, but we have to shout out its spot-on writing, too.
You went to the UN for the first time. How was that experience?
Oh, you know, it was just amazing. So many interesting people, though I have to say, I was disheartened by how many of them were foreigners. I promise that when Senator McCain and I are elected, we're gonna get those jobs back in American hands.
In fact, spot on doesn't even begin to describe it. In this parody of interviews between then Governor Palin and CBS News' Katie Couric, Fey's answer to a question about bank bailouts isn't Fey's at all. It's actually Palin's answer from the original interview repeated verbatim. It sounds like Palin's claim that she was just giving Tina more to work with has a ring of truth to it.
You know, we've got to accompany tax reduction and tax relief for Americans also having a dollar value meal at restaurants. That's gonna help. But 1 in 5 jobs being created today under the umbrella of job creation, that, you know, also...
2009, Mother Lover.
Oh, damn. What is a dog?
I forgot it's Mother's Day.
Didn't get a gift for her.
Other plans got in the way.
Is it fair to say that the side-splitting Mother Lover is the raunchiest SNL sketch ever aired? While the jury is still out on that one, it is impossible to deny that dirtiness be damned, Mother Lover is one catchy sketch.
Because I'm a mother lover, you're a mother lover. We should each other's mothers, each other's mothers.
direct sequel to The Lonely Island's weirdly trailblazing Dick in a Box. Mother Lover finds Andy Samberg and Justin Timberlake's unnamed horndog bozos being released from prison, only to find out that it's Mother's Day and they haven't done anything to honor their respective moms. An impromptu brainstorming session yields a less than family-friendly result. You may have to watch through your fingers to overcome a barrage of cringe, but that will hardly stop you guffawing at Samberg and Timberlake's X-rated antics.
It would be my honor to be your new stepfather.
It would be my honor to be your new stepfather.
2010, Shy Ronnie 2, Ronnie and Clyde.
We've done the work. We know the system. We have the firepower. And we have each other. You ready?
The original Shy Ronnie was a certified hit for The Lonely Island, so much so that they were allowed to make a sequel that not only ups the ante, it successfully ups the hilarity. The rare follow-up that manages to improve on the original, Shy Ronnie 2 finds Rihanna and her mush-mouthed cohort attempting to stick up an old-timey bank.
If you don't wanna end up dead, you do everything Shy Ronnie said. Tell him Ronnie.
Whoever conceived of the concept deserves a retroactive raise. Positioning Rihanna's commanding authority against Ronnie's inability to use his words creates one of the most baffling on-screen partnerships we've ever seen. While we can't quite figure out why Rihanna keeps this Chucky clone around, we're at least happy that she got to take John Hamm home.
Forgot this money, and also this guy. Come on, we're gonna have sex.
2011, Red Flag Perfume by Chanel.
She can change your night with a single look. And if you ask her what she does, she'll tell you, I'm a dancer.
Red flag. Hey, speaking of Don Draper himself, John Hamm narrates this beautifully cringeworthy fake commercial, one of SNL's best in a long line of them. Kristen Wiig, appropriately clad in red, is the model for Chanel's newest fictional fragrance, which the sketch presents as a telltale sign to run. That is, in capital neon letters.
She's gorgeous, wealthy, a free spirit. And her ex-boyfriend was a club promoter.
Red flag.
She knows exactly where to go, exactly what to do. And all her friends are dudes.
Andy Samberg, Jason Sudeikis, and Taran Killam play Wiig's unwitting, unwilling suitors, who at first appear to be entranced by Wiig's character before they realize she's a walking, talking red flag. While the sketch remains coy as to the actual scent of red flag, it seems as though it's the kind of thing that you just know when you smell it.
The only perfume that warns men.
I'm crazy.
Red flag smells like trouble.
2012, Liza Manelli tries to turn off a lamp. Who would have thought that turning off a lamp could be so much fun?
And now, Liza Manelli tries to turn off a lamp.
In this enjoyable sketch, Kristen Wiig channels the energetic presence of Liza Manelli to solve a seemingly simple conundrum. Wiig's wacky performance is one for the ages in an increasingly entertaining sketch.
Is there a little knob on here that you turn and everything goes black?
She embodies Manelli with a spark that never dims, constantly trying to turn off the light with numerous routines, and even references to Bob Fosse. She frequently asks for her partner's help, but Jonah Hill doesn't stand up to aid her at any point.
I just gotta find the clicker that dims the whole shebang.
Once again, not my house, not my lamb.
It's all in good fun as the whole surreal segment ends in a dance number. 2013, Do It on My Twin Bed. Saturday Night Live is known for its many high production value parodies, with this music video being one stellar example.
And this year, we brought our boyfriends home with us. But just because we're back in our mom and dad's house doesn't mean we can't still get a little nasty.
It all concerns a woman bringing home her boyfriend for the holidays and being forced to show him her childhood bedroom. An attempt to be intimate is sidetracked by things like the size of the bed, which only makes matters worse.
Do it in my twin bed, twin bed. Probably fall off it, but let's get wild, in a bed for a child.
Added details such as a creepy cat and interruptions from the family only make this more authentic. Even Jimmy Fallon shows up to provide commentary from the significant other side, in a comedic rap verse that meshes well with the pop track.
So do it in my twin bed,
2014. Weekend Update. Stefan on Autumn's hottest tips.
Here with some tips is our Weekend Update city correspondent, Stefan.
Just listen to that crowd. They already know they're in for something special. Arguably Bill Hader's signature character, Stefan's inappropriate, hyper-niche suggestions were missed by fans of the show following Hader's 2013 departure. Fans would not have to wait long to see Stefan again, as Hader returned to host the following year.
Condemned by GLAAD and the EPA from Ghostbusters. This old, wet Band-Aid found in a jacuzzi is the kind of place that makes you feel weird the next time you see your parents. This place has everything. Kufa hats, congas, MTV's Dan Cortez.
This appearance ended up being one of Hader's finest hours, in the sense that he could barely maintain his composure at the mercy of John Mulaney's bizarre punchlines. Watch out for Hader's frequent invocation of actor and former MTV host Dan Cortez. You'll never be able to hear Cortez's name the same way again, and we doubt that Hader will either.
This wealthy Wax Shack opened its doors in the 2 hours between when Farrah Fawcett and Michael Jackson died. Needless to say, this place has everything. Skunks, K-fobs, Cookie Crisp, Dan Cortez.
2015. Close Encounter. Kate McKinnon showcases her effortless abilities in this sketch about 3 ordinary folks who made contact with extraterrestrials.
Hey, and you, Miss Rafferty?
Wow. What floor were you guys on? I woke up in a dirty metal dome and 40 little gray aliens watched me pee in a steel bowl.
While her counterparts seem to be more positive about the experience, it is immediately clear that McKinnon's character has seen much stranger things. The woman recounts the so-called alien experiments that she underwent, which become increasingly bizarre with each new revelation.
These fancy cats are seeing God. Meanwhile, I'm starting phase 2, which is me sitting on a stool, while 40 gray aliens take turns gently batting my knockers around.
All the while, the other cast members struggle to maintain their composure. Host Ryan Gosling desperately tries to hold in his laughter, giggling as the actors listen to the amazing script. Everything builds to a satisfying ending as the lead performer explains her return to Earth in hilarious fashion.
My slacks landed in a frickin' pine tree 30 feet away. So I had to just chill up there with my damn coot-coot and prune shoe hanging till the place opened up.
2016. Haunted Elevator featuring David S. Pumpkins. SNL pulled out all the stops for this Halloween episode, including a sketch that features a strategic use of Tom Hanks.
Don't make fun of me if I scream, okay?
It's 100 floors of frights, babe. I'll probably be screaming too.
On a haunted elevator ride, a group watches as floor after floor reveals an assorted cast of scary figures. This all changes when David S. Pumpkins arrives to throw the sketch for a loop.
How's it hanging? I'm David Pumpkins, and I'm gonna scare the hell out of you.
Taking the scene into bizarre territory, Pumpkins and his skeletons dance their way into holiday history with this zany performance. Hanks also sticks the landing on a catchphrase that's both funny and memorable.
Any questions?
By the finale of this iconic segment, there's at least one more surprise to make people laugh and feel slightly unsettled.
Happy Halloween!
2017. Papyrus. James Cameron's blockbuster Avatar inspired this genius sketch about the madness of one man.
I forgot about it for years, but then I remembered that Avatar, the giant international blockbuster, used the Papyrus font as its logo.
Ryan Gosling plays someone deeply troubled by the fact that the film's title used the Papyrus font, sending him down a road of therapy and self-doubt.
He just highlighted Avatar, he clicked the drop-down menu, and then he just randomly selected Papyrus.
His questions largely remain unanswered in this over-dramatic exploration of the protagonist's psyche. With the help of Gosling, the character's entire plight is a believable spoof of fan culture in general.
I don't even think this is literally Papyrus. Maybe that was the starting point, but they clearly modified this.
But whatever they did, it wasn't enough!
from the actor's narration to his obsessive journey to confront the person responsible, this short has all the comical thrills of a classic sketch.
You know what you did? I know what you did!
2018, Girlfriend's Game Night. A seemingly ordinary game night goes south fast in this outrageous sketch. Cecily Strong arrives at her friend's house with her older husband, played by Bill Hader in a tour de force performance.
Horace, they went to Paris. Anna went to Paris.
After Horace interrupts them with a startling revelation, the entire event starts spiraling out of control.
His Cialis kicked in.
It's here. Let's go.
Everyone's horrified reactions are only one piece of this comical puzzle, along with Strong's dedication to the premise.
This is all by the numbers. It's science, it's clinical, it's boring.
Okay, well, can you at least use the bedroom?
The best part comes when Hader backs the motorized chair into the furniture, pushing the actors out of the way and breaking in the process.
Horace.
You know what? No.
This segment proves that chaos is one of the greatest ingredients in any Saturday Night Live sketch. 2019, Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood 2019. Eddie Murphy's triumphant return to SNL in 2019 was marked by several notable visitations from his classic characters.
I was gone for a bit, but it's now I'm all right. My neighbors was all black, but now they white.
This included an inevitable trip to the world of Mr. Robinson, an ironic twist on the children's program Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Murphy steps through the door and sings like he never left the show. His energy carries him through an extensive lesson on topics such as gentrification, in a comedic take on the changes his character and the program have experienced in the decades since.
It's like a magic trick. White people pay a lot of money, and then poof, all the black people are gone.
Mr. Robinson also interacts with his new white neighbors in a comical aside.
Don't worry, boys and girls. Mr. Robinson knows just what to say in situations like this. Oh, you think I stole your TV because I'm black?
No. Oh my, no, of course not.
It always works, boys and girls.
Playing each line with expertise, the performer proves that he hasn't lost any of his skills in sketch comedy. 2020, Rap Roundtable.
Yeet! Yeet!
Thank you all. Thank you all. Well, let's get started. It's 2020. What does hip hop represent today?
I mean, at this point, it's the culture, period. We took over the world with the power of our sound.
Absolutely.
Question for you. What happens when you pair two it boys, in this case Pete Davidson and Timothée Chalamet, and make them do sketch comedy? You get Rap Roundtable, an incisive satirical critique of quote-unquote culture vultures.
Nah, see, like, for me, it's about that yeet, yeet.
Nah, I feel like yeet. It's about...
I'm sorry. The yeet. Could you say more?
Talking about like when she skirt up on you, you just got yeet on her.
Yeah, like yeet, yeet.
Flanked by veritable rap royalty, including Punky Johnson as Queen Latifah and Roots drummer / Oscar winner Questlove playing himself, Davidson and Chalamet's buzzword-spouting Mama's Boys are an inexplicable joy to watch. Appearing to parody contemporary rappers like Post Malone and Lil Xan, Guap Lord and Smoke Chetta make utter fools of themselves with their hilariously shallow emo rap. Did we hear Timmy say that his main rap influence was Fall Out Boys?
I like Fall Out Boys.
How about rappers?
I would like to say, the Car Rats.
I like Car Rats.
Ooh, the Car Rats.
Remember, they had the rats were driving and rapping in the commercial?
Wait. You mean the Kia hamsters?
Yeah.
2021, Hot Ones with Beyonce.
I cannot believe you're on Hot Ones.
No, I feel you. I still can't tell if this is beneath me. But my sister Solange loves this show and said I'd have fun, so.
Well, I'm glad she did. So we can start with a mild wing here.
Mild? Come on now, I'm from Texas, baby.
Don't worry, we know what you're thinking. Hey, I haven't seen Maya Rudolph in a while. And you'd be right. So we're rectifying that with this Hot Ones parody, in which Rudolph's legendary Beyonce caricature gets in way, way over her head. Of course, the joke here isn't just Rudolph's outsized reactions to increasingly lethal doses of spice, but deconstructing the real-life Beyonce's effortless cool and bulletproof unflappability.
Are you okay? Miss Knowles Carter, are you good? Beyonce?
Sorry, I'm good.
We also have to shout out Mikey Day's pitch-perfect Sean Evans impression, in which the SNL cast member captures Evans' composed geniality in an impossible-to-manage situation. We desperately need to know if the real Queen Bee has seen this, and moreover, if she's actually up to the challenge.
Where is my hairstylist? Angelo, come to my side.
Yes, B.
I need you to take my wig off. Put 6 ice cubes on my head, then put my wig back on.
2022, Monkey Trial.
No one look me in the eye. Do not make any noises that I do not know. I do not feel cornered, so we can begin. I have decided to allow cameras in this courtroom. However, if I see my image in the monitor, I will think it is a rival monkey, and I will completely lose it.
A hosting gig by former SNL writer and Emmy-winning stand-up comic John Mulaney never fails to register as must-see TV. Case in point, this delightfully absurd sketch, which stars Mulaney as a simian judge. This is, of course, much to the chagrin of Kenan Thompson and Melissa Villaseñor's prosecution.
My client went to say hello to the defendant and his pet monkey, Gummo.
No Gummo.
What?
Tango.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about a different monkey.
Yeah, no Gummo, Tango.
Should I keep going?
Yeah, but I'm gonna throw a little sand to show dominance.
Attempting to win damages following a gruesome monkey attack, Thompson and Villaseñor are dismayed to find that, for obvious reasons, the law is unlikely to be on their side. Brilliantly executed down to the last monkey detail, this sketch merely poses the question, what if a monkey was a judge? And to be clear, we are not complaining.
Objection! Your Honor, it is obvious that you're favoring the defense.
That is ridiculous.
Your Honor, I love Judge.
I love you.
I love Judge.
You are baby. Judge, love baby. Bring Judge, baby. Judge, love you. Judge, favor defense.
Okay, come on!
2023, Protective Mom.
Mama! The man of my life! I for my college boy. I missed you so much.
Look, we don't need a reason to heap praise on Pedro Pascal. But since we're here, hey, why not? Starring SNL newcomer Marcelo Hernandez, Protective Mom finds Pascal playing his toughest role yet, Hernandez's loving but overbearing mother. You may be surprised to learn that Protective Mom was Pascal's idea.
My parents taught me never to come empty-handed, so I did bring some vegan sliders.
Luis, ella está loca. Yo cociné para todo. Esta niña viene a mi casa con vegan sliders.
Is she talking about me?
Yes, but in a good way. Don't worry. Mama, we're hungry, huh?
Yes, and this looks great. Where should I put these?
Said Pascal to Variety, quote, all I did was go in and say, it'd be great to do something with Marcelo, and I don't know, be his protective mother or something. Hernandez revealed that Pascal's mother is based on his own Cuban mother, sharing that, quote, a lot of the jokes I say and the stuff that I write has to do with our relationship growing up.
Well, I helped Louis out. Now he's on ADD medication, and he's doing a lot better.
My son don't have ADD. He just like to jump.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. 2024, Bridesmaid Speech.
We're out, the shots are flowing, yeah. Guys on the dance floor grooving, yeah. We say no thanks, she's taken, yeah. Sing it! Now she's with a hot guy, but he looks gay. Heard his name's Domingo.
Second location, maybe he's bi, still dancing with Domingo.
Third location, fully straight.
Don't be thrown off by this sketch's overly simplistic title. You've probably already seen this wildly viral bit somewhere on social media. Starring host Ariana Grande as a member of a painfully off-key group of bridesmaids, it quickly becomes abundantly clear that something strange is afoot in Kelsey and Matt's burgeoning marriage.
In the bathroom, we take her aside. side. She says, don't worry, we won't cross the line.
Think of your fiance. She says, good reminder. Hands me her ring. Then we can't find her.
You took off your ring? Is this true?
In an effort to avoid a boring speech, as Grande's character puts it, the Kel Squad sings a parody of Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso that comes with a painful twist for the groom. Thankfully, Matt's pain is our gain, and Marcelo Hernandez gets a chance to shine as, well, you know who.
Hey Matt, came all this way, had to explain, direct from Domingo. Kelsey's a friend, she's like my sis, but we did hook up though.
What? Well, why would you guys tell me this through song?
I hope we can still be friends.
What's your favorite SNL sketch? Let us know in the comments below.
A doorman who always high-fives children of divorce.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.